Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to talk and show you how to use your Christmas accessories for other than Christmas, because we all acquire those things, and now I'm going to show you what to do with them. I hope you'll stay tuned. So I was given the Spellbinders November Kit, and I am completely idiotic. I completely forgot about it, and I feel really, really badly. The person that sent it to me is Samantha Torres, and this is by far one of the nicest kits I've gotten. I'm going to go over everything you get, and then I'll show you how you turn it into a non-Christmas event. So the first thing I wanted to show you was it says you get, I think it said 19 dies, but I think it was more like 25 dies, and they'll create this. I'm going to put it on this so you can see it really well. You get this reindeer, and it also can be converted, I think, into a person. I think this is supposed to be an eye, and then eyebrows for a man, and eyebrows or eyelashes for a woman. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Or maybe eyebrows and then an eyelash to go over the eye. I don't know. And then I don't know what this is. If any of you know what these two things are, let me know, because I couldn't figure out what that was. I thought at first it was a Christmas tree, but then I couldn't figure out what this was. Don't know. A lovely font for Season's Greeting. And then these two flowers, I didn't stick together, but they're made to be offset, so you can make a poinsettia, a leaf, and then a little circle. Again, don't know what that circle's for. I didn't find any information about that in the kit. But let me show you what else you get in the kit, because you get a lot. You get the little pop dots. Then you get warm wishes and 10 envelopes and 10 cards. You get a pad of paper that's called Dear Santa. And a lot of these things are still available on their site, and really nice papers. And again, some of these I'm going to use that are non-Christmassy. And then you got these cool little things that are really non-Christmassy. This one has a koala bear on it, and you fold it up and make it into a little envelope. And then this one that has some historic building on it. Again, a little envelope. Then I'm going to bring this stuff over here so you see all of it. You get a lot of ephemera. You get this much of tear tape, and you know I'm a fan of tear tape. You get a really big roll of glitter tape. I mean, that's a big roll. And then you get red and white twine. Then all of these, and there are a ton of those little ephemera. I think I already said that, but you get all of these, and there's a lot. And then also included was this little car or truck, excuse me, that you could make easily into a little kid's birthday on the front of their birthday card. I don't have anybody to make one for, otherwise I would, but I really liked this telephone, and that's what we're going to be playing with in the ephemera. Then you got, I think there are 8 pieces of paper, and one of them is gold foil. So they're not, they're not cheaping out in any way. Hold on, I got more stickers and things coming off. There's more. Trust me. There is Big Ben, another one of those little envelopes. There are, I think these are the size of ATG cards, and there are double-sided big festive hugs, and then All I Want for Christmas Is. And then this one is Ho 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 Home for the holidays and wrapping up the gifts. Walking Winter Wonderland, and then just a tag in the back. I'm going to hold that out for a second. Counting the Days. These are bigger. You could make these your whole card base. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And this one, again, we could make that into a card. I'm going to leave that one out. A bunch of 3-dimensional tags that have the stickers on the back. There's another pad of those. Oh, I have one of these. This is Airmail to the North Pole and Believe in the Magic. Then there's all of these 3D ephemera, really pretty. Sticky, they're stickers. Then there's this stamp set that I'm not going to be using. I could, because there are some things on here. There are some flowers that don't look Christmassy at all. I don't know if I could zoom in on that. Let me see if I can hold it up so you can see that without the glare. This one is not at all Christmassy. And I'm not sure about the shapes of these. There must be something that I'm missing that makes that shape work. Maybe it goes in the center of this. I'll bet that's what it does. I'll bet it's the center of that ornament. Oh, I'm so smart all of a sudden. Let's try that out just to see if I'm smart or just made it up and I'm not smart at all. Yep. Ta-da! Can you see that? Fits right in the center of that. Ugh, every once in a while a plan comes together for me, doesn't it? And that set is called Dear Santa, D-E-E-R, Santa. And then there are these little enamel dots, and I'm going to save those out for my card. And then I want to show you something else that comes with this set that I really liked. And this is the first one of these card kits I've gotten that had this. Here's what you get. They go step by step with this, where they say step 1, then step 2, die cut these flowers and these leaves, the third step is use your stylus and push on them to make them 3-dimensional. Then assemble your flowers, then prep the card base, and it just goes on and on, shows you step by step how to make a card. I thought that was really smart. Then on this side, it gives you 3 different card options, and that's how I figured out how to put the reindeer together. Anyway, that's my scoop on that. So that's the kit. And as you know, I'm showing you these kits not just because I got them from the manufacturers, which was so nice of them. And I'm so sorry I didn't do them at Christmas time, but also because after I've showed you how to use all of the kits, I'm going to show you the pros and cons of each kit in a compilation video. Okay, so we got that again. I just keep telling you that, and not sure if you care or not, but I'm telling you that. So let's get started with our card. My focus is going to be on this little phone, and I'm going to find some pieces of this that I like. Okay, in this case, I'm going to, this card, let me get my ruler so I know how big this is. This one is 6 inches, probably by 4 inches. Yeah, so this could go in the mail as a postcard too. That, you know, if you wanted to cover this side and make this the side with the address on it, you could send it like that in the mail. But we're going to cut it down a little bit. So since it's 6 by 4, I'm going to cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. Then we're going to get our corner rounder. I'm going to use the large. My corner rounder is a Kadomaru Pro, and I got it at Amazon. It has 3 sides, small, medium, and large, and I love it. I say that all the time. I don't get paid to say that, just in case you wondered that. Well, I don't get paid to do anything on YouTube, but I'm just saying. I don't get paid to do that because I just love it. I'm going to round the corners on these as well, because when I round my papers I'm going to use on the inside, I like to round the edges of this as well. First up, we're going to make this card. It's going to be very simple. And could they give us, oh yeah, tear tape. They gave us tear tape, and I love tear tape. I've had some people ask me about tear tape lately. Tear tape is just a double-sided adhesive. Then you always want to make sure which way is your card open. In this case, the card opens in this direction. And I almost had it on upside down. You know how I sometimes do those things. I'm going to use, this is from Glue Dots, and it's their heavy duty adhesive. It's a lot faster than tear tape, but I wanted to see how their tape, the tear tape they sent, if it was nice or not, and it was really nice tear tape. It's easy to take off and in good shape. Okay, now I have this stamp set that's from Stamps of Life, and it's called Phone for You. And I thought it would be fun to use this because the other stamps that we had did not have anything phone related. And I think it would be cute to say what's up on the outside and let's chat in the inside maybe. I miss these always dirty. Everybody else's always looks really great, but mine always looks like it just came through a battle. But these things happen to me. I have some really fun embossing powders that I got at a garage sale that we're going to give a whirl to. I've used them many times, but we're going to use them in this time too. I'm going to be using my Brutus Monroe embossing ink. I like the shape of it, of the Brutus Monroe embossing ink, because it's not too big to hold in my hand, and I like that. Okay, let me heat this up and I'll be right back. Okay, I thought I had these little stars that were blue, and I thought I'd put a couple of those on here too, because it takes away from the idea that it's Christmassy, because we're not going to make a Christmassy card, right? Kind of weird looking. They don't have the right kind of stars on them. I don't know. And then, because I want it to be fun, I'm going to use my white gel pen and play with it a little bit. And then in the inside, I put Call Me Anytime. So there's my first card. And I'm going to get another sentiment and play with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil, and I've already put a little bit of washi tape on the back of this. And I'm just going to make a little mark around the top of each of my flowers. You got the gist of it. Not a really big mark, but a mark. And then a mark around the center like that. Then what I did, before I'll show you what I did to figure out what colors I was going to use. I took my, this was in the set. It was, it didn't have the high on it. The high was a die cut that I made myself to match it. Then I took my book that I made. I swatched out all of my alcohol markers. I have 168 of the Touch 5 markers. And so what I did was I used this, and I tried to make sure that I was matching the color that was on this. So 15 is the color of red I used. You see why? See the it matched? And then I did the same thing with the green and the gold. I could have left some blank, but that's what I did. Then you're going to take your marker and you're going to color in the whole where that is. It doesn't have to be really perfect. You just want to make sure that you're covering up the spot that you made your pencil marks. So you see how that's going to look when it's done? I'm going to color all of these and hopefully erase off those marks, and then I'll be back. I'm going to put a little bit more glue. I put some glue stick on the back of this, and I'm going to put a little bit more of this wet glue. Let's see if it works. It's upside down naturally. Then we're going to put down our glue dots. Okay, So I think I'm gonna put white on the gold. Like that. And white on that one. Now, I think what I'm going to do is cover this red one. I'm going to make a whiter outline of the phone. I'll show you when I get back. Okay, so I'm going to put my card together. I put foam tape on the back, and I used a 3-inch square punch because I thought it would be cool to just have something to stay, you know, kind of make it so that there was a little bit of, I don't know, offset for this, for my phone. I thought it would be kind of fun to make it so it sticks like that. That was my plan anyway. So far, not too bad. I'm going to have to just trim off these little edges. You know, that little spot where it's hanging over. Just don't want that hanging there. There. That looks better. I'm not unhappy with it. And then I have one more really fast one I want to do. Well, you know how it goes. Once I make a card, all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, I come up with an idea that I want to do something more to a card. So I have Diamond Glaze, and what I think I want to do is add it to these flowers. The tip on them is really pretty wide, as you can see, so what I'm going to probably have to do is put little dots of the Diamond Glaze at the top, as you can see how I'm doing it, and then move it with my pokey tool. Okay, I think I'm going to let this dry, and we'll come back and see if I need to add any more any place or if we're good. I have this little note card that I'm going to use, and I'm going to put this paper on it with hello and one of these little envelopes. I just thought that would be simple and cute. That's what we're going with anyway. The black, or all of the paper that came with this kit was textured. I'm not a huge fan of textured paper, but I wanted to make sure you knew that you know, the paper that you cut and the card bases, they were all textured. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that. So if you don't like textured paper, you might not like that. Just saying. Looks good. Then I have my little hello. There it is. I send a lot of thinking about you cards and hello type cards. So I think these kind of cards are, for me, the kind of cards I use the most. And then put that right in the center. I waited for this to dry, and I think it looks a lot better than it did before. The flowers really kind of pop now. Maybe you can see it better. I don't know if you can see the shine on it. And I already mailed the third card, so it's not here. But I hope that you enjoyed this, that you figured out a way to use those kits that you got at Christmas and maybe didn't use some of, and hopefully this gave you a couple ideas. I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.